Hi, I'm Tom Loucks, Wisconsin Rapids Community Media Coordinator for the City of Wisconsin Rapids. And this is Get to Know Your City. And we're over at City Hall because the studio is being used by a volunteer at the moment. And I have Eric Daven, Safety Officer for Wisconsin Rapids PD. And you guys got a big event coming on Halloween. And we're going to learn about it here from Eric. So, Trunk or Treat?
Yeah, so Trunk or Treat is kind of an event that we're putting on. It's going to be on Halloween, October 31st, Tuesday, from 4:30 to 7 p.m. It's going to be at the parking lot, the Rapids Mall. They've allowed us to use the spot there where the farmers market is. So Trunk or Treat's kind of an event where it's a safe place that families can come and take their kids. So we're asking for community members or businesses that would like to participate. It's free for them to come. We park cars or vehicles or anything certain that you want, and then we kind of decorate the back of your trunk. You can have a theme, or you can relate to your business, and then just hand out candy to the children that come.
October 31st, 4:30 to 7.
Yep.
But for people to get involved, they can sign up now, is what you're saying.
Yep. So we're looking for businesses or organizations or nonprofits that want to have a participate, or if there's people that live out in the country that don't get trick-or-treaters that want to participate, they can come into town and have a place where they can hand out candy to children.
Alrighty. Well, it says that you're going to have awards to be given for the best decorated car or van or truck or whatever they bring.
Whatever they bring.
But I was looking online. I believe you can sign up right online. Is that right?
Yep. So we do have on our Facebook page there is an event, and then there's just a Google form there that we've created to sign up. There's also hard copies that we can we pick up at the Rapids Police Department, or we can email or mail them out to those that want to register.
Well, you guys have these around town. We have it on our station, Trunk or Treat, poster that maybe you made here.
Yeah,
one of you guys made.
Yes,
pretty neat.
Police department made that. Yeah.
I like it. And just so you know where it is again, we did say just across the street from us here, right where the farmers market takes place on Thursdays and Saturdays. So there's quite a good size area there, safe because you guys are probably going to do a background or just a simple check on the people that are coming. Is that right?
Yep. So the vehicles, that's part of the registration process. We'll check out those, and there'll be a bunch of officers there. Kind of a little surprise, or I guess not surprise, but we're going to have a number of our officers dressed up in costume as superheroes. So we're going to have some officers in uniform with our squads, but also have those some uniform or costumes that we have. So it'll be good for everyone.
It is, and I think that's a good way for you guys to relate. That's probably where the idea came from. Kids, you want them to feel safe. Yep. And is there a certain superhero? Are you going to do it, or not sure yet?
Yeah, I'm going to be dressed up as one. We're still kind of working out who's going to be what, so we'll leave that up to guess who's who when it's all dressed up.
How many officers do you think are going to try to participate in this event that day?
Well, we'll have, I think, 4 or 5 in costume, but then we'll have some others in uniform and hopefully get some auxiliaries, some of our volunteers to come help us out as well. We'll also have some games in the middle, so maybe some Halloween-themed games for those, and little prizes that we can give away as well.
All right. Well, this looks like the first Trunk or Treat that's going to be through this Wisconsin Rapids PD, so it's a safe place. Yep. It's happening on Halloween, which means there's other trick-or-treating happening as well in the community.
Yep.
And probably communities outside of Rapids, but you have a list, brought some stuff, some safety items that I think you could share. Yeah,
so the Wisconsin Rapids area trick-or-treating time is going to be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Halloween, that Tuesday, October 31st. So we just wanted to get some safety tips out to the community in reference to pedestrian laws and Halloween tips for your clothing. So just some basic ones, planning a route beforehand. So making sure that you know where you're going to go, going with the group, telling the adults where we're going to be going, younger children going with an adult, going into a well-lit neighborhood that you know as well is kind of a tip that we like to give of, so you know the streets, you know the crosswalks. And then pedestrian laws, knowing the crossing at the crosswalk, being aware of vehicles coming out of driveways, vehicles turning, vehicles not being able to see, and then kind of some costume tips, being able to wear bright colored clothing, wearing flashing lights, or reflective material on your costume. And then also costume tip being making sure that the costume fits the child correctly, so it's not tripping over it if it's too long. And then also, if you have an option to maybe do face painting instead of a mask, because a mask can block children's vision, so they can't see. So those are some tips for people that are actually going out trick-or-treating, but also want to give some tips to those that are in the community, making sure that you're mindful of knowing the trick-or-treating times, or if you're out driving, to be mindful of children that may be crossing in the middle of the street, or groups of children if you're going into a neighborhood. So just making sure that everyone's watching for children.
Yeah, definitely. October 31st. Now the times for trick or treating, were they the same or are they a little different?
Trick or treating is from 5 to 7 in Wisconsin Rapids.
Okay.
Our event is from 4:30 to 7. So just gives a little bit of time if people want to come check out our event, get that bag full of good candy, good base. And then they can go out to the neighborhoods. So.
Yeah, that's a great idea, and it's going to be light out, and let's hope we have good weather this week. We're taping this here on a Monday. It's the 16th, so we still got 2 weeks and a day.
Yep.
My daughter was asking me, when's Halloween? When's Halloween? They've already been in their costumes 3 times over the weekend.
Okay.
So, but anyway, thanks for bringing all this information. Is there anything else that we want to bring out about Halloween that might be happening in town, or anything else that you know? Sometimes there's some haunted houses, but I think the community theater has them sometimes. But
not offhand that I know of,
Okay.
because I don't want to.
Yeah, sure.
Give one that I don't know. So.
Right. Well, you also have. It looks like there's going to be some food there.
Yep.
So people can take part. There's no cost.
Yep, no cost. So we're going to have some hot dogs and chips for kids that come in costumes. So kind of another family-friendly event that can bring children out. So the police department will be sponsoring that part. So just kind of a way to give back to the community.
All right. Well, since you're here, Eric, you work over at the schools.
Yep.
We were talking a little bit before we were on camera. You work over at East, and the safety officer is. They do some Halloween events over there, I would assume. Is that right? Kids do?
Yeah, so through my role, I'm kindergarten through 9th grade, so there's a lot of all elementary schools will have little events. So.
Okay. So anything new to report on your end? Anything that this year, the brand new school year, I don't think I've had you in for about 5-6 months. Anything new going on, or
Nope,
you've seen?
not too much. I guess we're kind of wrapping up a little bit of East Junior High, because as we know, East Junior High is going to close next year, so we're kind of, East Junior High is doing a fun thing where they're highlighting a different time period every month. So inside the school, they have pictures from the 30s to the 40s, so throughout the school year, they're kind of highlighting some different things. So it's cool to see the change of East Junior High and how it's been, but it'll be a big transition for the school district, but I think it's nice to have this year, a transition year, to get that in place.
Yeah, that would be a big change for the Rapids area. Is there anything safety-wise that you can bring for school? I know buses over there yet. You have to be careful driving in that area. You're over there probably after school at times.
Yep.
Is there? Do you need to be slowed down? I'm sure they do. Is there a speed zone around there that you want to share?
Yep. So all of our school zones are marked by school zone signs. So just being mindful of children crossing the street. We want to teach everyone to cross in the crosswalk, but we know children may dart out in front of cars. So if you're ever in a school zone, make sure that you're being mindful of the children crossing, parents crossing. We have crossing guards, a great group of crossing guards in the city that help us out in those school zones as well. But also kind of outside of the school zone, those bus stops. So there's children, huddled around, and now that we get into the winter time, slowly here. To be mindful that those students may not have a place to stand, so they may be close to the roadway if the snowbank's high. So just making sure that those bus stops and school zone in general, so that time frame of morning, afternoon of children.
Right, and we see around town there's signs like triangle signs or cones in the roadways of crosswalks. That is a law, I think, in the city or the state. I'm not sure.
Yep, that's a state law, so you have to yield to anyone inside the crosswalk.
So if you step off a pedestrian or even you really need to stop as a motorist.
Yep. So that's a citable offense if you're not stopping for someone in a crosswalk. So that's something that we look for.
Yep.
But also teaching pedestrians that they can't dart out in front of traffic. They have to pick a sign up.
Right.
Pick a good time, and then if someone comes up, they have to stop for that crosswalk.
Right. Yeah. You just don't want to. They're entering a crosswalk. You don't want to go right on.
Yep,
It's common sense.
Yeah,
is really
it's
what
not a free pass to go through.
No. So, Well, I just thought that would be a good thing to bring up with
Yeah.
trick or treating because there are a lot of people out moving around. It's going to get dusk a little bit towards 7 o'clock here
Yeah.
now. It gets dark, so any lighting piece would be good. You can get those at the dollar store. Those breakable
Yep.
pieces that you put in a freezer if you want to keep later. Any kind of lights are probably a good thing. Is that right?
Yep, so you can incorporate, like you said, the glow sticks or having a flashlight, or blinky things on the back of backpacks, or bright colored trick or treat bag. Anything with bright colors is going to be good.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of any reflective tape too.
Yep.
It works good, just like fire department has.
Yep.
And you see them, it's reflected. So,
Yep. So I think they sell tape like that, at the.
yeah, I think the Dollar Tree or
Yep.
any of that has
Yep.
Dollar Tree has a lot of great stuff
Yeah.
for trick or treating. So for $1 you can get some pretty safety materials
Yep.
over there, and yeah, it looks like it'll be a fun evening here in Rapids, and really anybody can come. You don't have to be a Rapids resident. So
Nope,
it's
it's
open to anybody.
Open to the community. We just want to provide a safe place for families to come. So if they don't feel comfortable in their neighborhood, or if they feel that they don't, or if they live out in the country where they don't have a lot of neighbors, they can come into town and meet some of our community members. So we're also still looking for those that want to participate, to bring your vehicle, decorate. There's a lot of cool ideas if you just kind of Google trunk or treat. There's a lot of neat ideas to make your vehicle look like a shark or a monster, or have just general fall decorations to
Yeah.
kind of make it pop.
And it's open to local businesses.
Yep.
And no cost to them either.
Yep. Nope. So it's a good way to get your name out, get materials out if you want to work on open to having them bring candy or any goodies that they want to hand out.
Exactly. And do they need to bring a parent if they're older at all, like teenager, or is it really made for younger kids?
Yeah, I guess we kind of targeting the younger age.
Okay.
I guess so. We'd like to have a parent there.
Sure. All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming by and sharing this event. It's something new, and the chief had thought about, our new chief.
Yep. Yep. This
And-
was kind of something that Chief Blevins kind of brought up, so we kind of like the idea. I think it's new to this area. It's done a lot
Okay.
over the country, so it's kind of something new for Rapids. So hopefully this year we can get a start and kind of build it from there.
Well, it's a building year, and but it's a good place, safe. When you have a 4 or 3-year-old, you really don't want to go out and cross busy roads.
Yep.
Makes you nervous as,
Yeah.
as a parent myself. So, all right, thanks, Eric. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us get the word out and helping us spread the awareness.
Yeah, you bet. So I want to thank you guys for joining us here on Making Connections. That's the wrong program. I'm gonna refix that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to thank you guys for joining us here on Get to Know Your City. Remember, mark your calendars on the 31st of Halloween, 4:30 to 7, right over here on the parking lot where the farmers market is in the Rapids Mall, just across where we are at City Hall. And Trunk or Treat, the first one put on by the Wisconsin Rapids Police Department. A chance to get out there and get some candy, and get out there also before the regular trick or treating, which happens from 5 to 7. So, all right, thanks again.
Thank you.